and I went up and my active users stayed the same. It's either like a bug on the Twitch end or someone just like moved bots around or some shit. You know? Whoa, what the fuck is going on? Why did my viewership just fucking jump up to like 46K and then down to 40K? What the fuck just happened? That's weird. Am I getting freaking botted, dude? Sorry, my fan showed up real quick. Yeah. Am I getting view botted? Auk already tweeted about this. What do you mean? You said a slop tuber's name? No, I don't think that's what happened. Soros is molding in the Soros is making it rain in the chat. Let's go. Let's go, Georgie. Is the DNC Andes? This was something I wanted to ask. Is you want to bring Chinese manufacturing to the US? How would that be viable when US labor costs 5x China's? No, I'm not saying that. Okay, let's just continue with this and then I say that in the context of how your world has shifted overnight. And what we're hearing from the administration is a celebration of the president's moves here. First the tariffs, and now describing the pause as kind of as a stroke of kind of strategic economic genius. We've seen investors seem to be breathing a sigh of relief. Are you breathing a sigh of relief?
No, not at all. The news yesterday almost feels like the nail in the coffin for us.
Tell me why. How do you see your live viewership numbers? How do you see your live viewership numbers? Like, and how much of it is like active viewers versus inactive viewers, like not signed in? What's the website? I want to look at that real quick. I want to see something real quick. No, not chatters. That's not what I mean, I guess that is a number. Yeah, chatter count is 30,000 right now, but the viewership count shot up from 37K to 41K all of a sudden. And at first it went in, and at first it was like, it went in from, at first it was, it's weird because Asmongold dipped from 53K to 41K like instantly. And I went up. And I went up to like, I went up to 46K and then dipped back down to like, yeah, see? Actually, never mind. My user to viewer ratio is still the same, it seems. But this hasn't actually kicked in yet. This happened too recently for the website to... Yeah, and then it fucking shot back up. It's shooting up again. And now it's at 44, 45K. What the fuck is going on? What? Now it went back to 37K? What is happening? The fuck's going on, dude? The stream? Yeah. It's because you mentioned Asmongold and Aiden? No, that's not the reason. Probably AWS load balancing. The viewer economy is volatile, just like our markets are, chat. All right, let's get back to the matter at hand here. I don't know what the fuck just took place here, but I keep jumping from like 37 to 45, boom, 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 over and over again. All right.
I have products in China right now produced, ready to ship. They were supposed to get on a boat yesterday and come to America. And I can't ship them because what would have cost me maybe $30,000 with a reasonable tariff, almost $200,000, and I have to have that money when the products get to customs.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's definitely something wonky with the view count because we just looked at Asmongold a second ago. He had 43K or 40K. Now he has 53K. Mine still says 45K, but on my dashboard, it shows 37K. So clearly, now it's back up to 45K. What the fuck is going on? Okay, there's definitely something going on, something happening. Download the extension. I don't know what extension that is, but I don't care. But it's just like, obviously the numbers like shooting up and down like that means that there is either someone that's like botting, or it could be like a server side problem on the Twitch end that's not showing the actual numbers, something along those lines. But anyway, let's continue.
And I don't have that, nothing close to that. It's not even reasonable. So I have to leave my goods in China. until I figure out some other direction. But what that means is when I run out of stock in 2 to 3 months, I no longer have products to sell and no more revenue coming in, which means I can't pay my bills, can't pay my employees. And
why are you using bots? Are you fucking stupid? You think I know how to fucking bot? You think many big streamers are getting exposed for review botting? What do bot providers will do is bot random big channels to blur the lines and seed doubt. See everyone is botting. Yeah.
Everything I have, all of my debt, I have my house leverage. We have 5 employees into Walmart and Target. I can't pay those bills. I don't even want to think about it.
Beth, how real is this threat and risk with this? Just, I mean, it is just pure uncertainty for you right now. I mean, thinking that you only have 4 months of inventory, that is terrifying.
Yeah, and it's hard to make a decision. You know, we had an idea yesterday after the announcement of, well, maybe we can export to Australia, repackage the products, and then re-import them from there. But because policy changes every 36 hours or so, I don't want to make that decision and make that move only for something else to change in just a couple more days. I'm paralyzed. I can't even make a decision right now. And I'm not the only one. There's thousands of us, small businesses in this exact same position.
Yeah, I mean, and Beth, you can't see it, but Jessica's nodding her head at the very same moment. Because, Jessica, one of the stated goals, and I think both of you can speak to this, Beth is speaking to it, one of the stated goals of this trade war was to bring more manufacturing back to the United States, have people buy more things from within the United States. Can you do that?
I can speak to that now because that's how I spent most of my day yesterday was.
Right. Yeah, but I want both of you to respond. Yeah, go ahead, Beth.
Yeah. I mean,
One of them apparently in the Guardian article said that she did not vote for Donald Trump, so we know that at least.
Tariffs just don't even give us a chance to be a realistic pathway for us. For me, I would have to create, if I even found a factory in the US willing to do it that had the right machinery, it would take 4 to 6 months to get the tools made to even start production. And that alone would cost me over $200,000. I don't have the time or money to do that in this moment. We don't have any time to make any adjustments.
Jessica?
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. I think Beth is absolutely correct. There are thousands of other small businesses, whether they're manufacturers or retailers, that do a specific category.
Look. This looks like a shoot up, dude. Look. Sorry, I'm going back to this thing. This is so stupid, but it is like something that people are talking about. But something literally happened in the last, like, something should have happened in the last like minute or last 10 minutes where Asmongold went down to 41,000 viewers. His active users stayed the same, and I went up and my active users stayed the same. It's either like a bug on the Twitch end or someone just like moved bots around or some shit. You know what I mean? Your VOD views are fucked too because you only had 7.6K after your stream was over. No, that's normal. It doesn't immediately show the real number. And then it'll go up to, by the end of like, in a couple hours, it'll go up to like 400K or whatever my VOD numbers look like. Bro, all these sites report where you see on the client from Twitch, they are the source of truth. What do you mean? China tuned into your stream? Yeah, looking at it, bro, we got at least 10,000, okay? That's what it feels like. Looking at it, bro, we got at least 10,000. All right.